There it is. She is not squealing anymore. I got it all back together and filled it with fluid, and then it sounds good. The pulley doesn't look good. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see that pulley? It's kind of like wobbling. So I'm sure I might need a pulley. That one might be damaged. There it is, guys. That's how you do a power steering pump on a Chevy S10. And I just had a used one. That's not even a new, so you know, the way my budget's set up. Oh, the way my bank account's set up. So here we go. I think I'm gonna call that a night and back it back out, and hopefully that tire didn't go flat again. I've been listening to it. Sounds okay. Anyway, there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. All right, I was getting ready to pull it out, and I noticed the tail lights weren't on. Signal lights working in the front. I noticed the tail lights weren't on in the back. So if you could see, I turned the turn signal light on. Look at that. I know what's going on here. But if I turn those off, I don't know if you guys remember the 65, I had that problem. So one of these lights is grounding out. I don't know if I should mess with that tonight. Yeah, might as well. It's only 7. Let me push the brake and see if that does anything. So I used the hood prop and pushed the brake. That one comes on, but both of them, the reverse light comes on also. So somewhere there's a short. See that one? And then this one shut off. Now this one is on, barely. So somewhere there's a short in the wiring, and I bet you it's that wiring that's right here when I was messing with it, where that big bulk of wires were hanging out. Gotta be something with that. All right, here we go. I got the XJ in the shop. I'm gonna do a little bit of work to this thing. I gotta get the inside all cleaned up. It's kind of dirty. Kind of got garbage everywhere. That last hunting trip we went on, I just never cleaned it. Duramax return line injectors. Huh. Anyway, take this out, go put it in the toolbox. Just kind of clean it up, throw some stuff away. The exhaust is exhausted. Look at that. Kaboom, it's broke. Barely hanging on. I'm gonna maybe just weld that back on. Yeah, see if I can get that welded back on there. Both sides. I think the back is blowed out also. Kind of grease everything up, the U-joints on the drive line, check the oils, transfer case, front and rear diff, motor oil, power steering. This is my daily driver, and I gotta fix this also. I had an incident with my brother. I was helping him load a Chevy 1500 up on a flatbed, and the winch got stuck, the solenoid or whatever got stuck on So the winch was just pulling, and I had this pulled out to there to truck, and it started pulling the Jeep towards the trailer, and it latched onto the trailer because I didn't have enough. I was freaking out trying to get the controller to work, knock this out, trying to get the battery unhooked while it was still spooling. And yeah, the trailer, the front of the trailer, you know, has those big bars in the front, got hooked on here and there and just kind of like jammed in there, and I couldn't get it out. So I ended up finally, my brother unhooked the battery, and yeah, that stopped it. But I couldn't put the battery back on because it was only spooling one way, and I couldn't get it in free spool, so I just ended up cutting the line. And yeah, I released a bunch of tension on there, and I had to jack the Jeep up and finally get the Jeep over the trailer. But yeah, that was pretty funny. But now I got a kill switch on it. I got a big tunk 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 switch, so I can actually just open the hood and kill the power to it. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do today. I have what do you call it? I have a problem with this thing, and I don't know if you guys know much about XJs. Or the 4.0s. It's got a new IAC, idle air control valve. So what it's doing is sometimes when I start it, it'll rev to like 3,000 RPMs. Whoa, just stay there. Then I shut it off, turn it back on, it does it again, shut it off. I do it a couple times like that, and then eventually it'll just go away and go back down to 500. It used to idle at 1,000, but now I adjusted the idle screw, and that went down to 500. So now it's idling good, and it doesn't do as much anymore. But it finally did it the other night again, and it's freaking irritating. It pisses me off. I can't figure it out. I'm assuming it probably has a vacuum leak or the map sensor. I'm sure the map sensor is, I don't know, but oh, I guess I can cut this out. But here's the kill switch for the winch now. I'm gonna pull these lines off, get rid of all this AC crap. I don't need it. Yeah, that just goes right into there. Get rid of all this AC, dryer, all that crap. Get it out of here. I can't get it to work. I got the adapters for them, and it just doesn't work. I think I need a new line, new everything. So I'll probably do that today too. This thing is just a mess. But anyway, besides the point. It's a cool daily driver. Does good. So here we go. Sweet. It's gonna work. Anyway, I'm gonna take a grinder to it and just clean it all up now. I thought it was gonna blow right through it, so. Alright, I'm back. I got a light and a grinder. Well, wire wheel, same thing. There it is. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll be doing for a little bit. So I'm gonna stop recording, and you get the gist of it. Can't even talk today. What the heck? Anyway, there it is. Bye. Got it all welded up. Got the oil all checked. Yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I think I might pull in my buggy and weld the motor mount on and go through and check that one also. I think it's only like noon. Yeah, barely 11:42 on a Sunday fun day. But anyway, this ain't fun. Should be up on the mountain driving around, but this is fine. This is okay, keeps me busy. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this out, pull the buggy in, and mess with that for a little bit. Oh, I forgot this. I need to go out to Mini and steal the relooper thingy and reloop this. Let me do that. I'll go get the thing real quick. Hang on. There it is. I use this fancy tool. It's made by Factor 55. I should have showed you guys, but I think I made a couple videos on this already. So you just weave it through, weave it back through, weave it through 3 times. Then you just run it down the rope, and that's where it ends. And that should be like really, really, really strong. See how strong it is? It's moving the Jeep. Oh, the whole winch is moving too. But anyway, yeah, there it is. Got a new end back on it. I gotta help my brother load a van up tonight again, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not as cool as the last one. But anyway, this tool is really cool if you guys have a synthetic rope. This is the tool to have. That way you're not tying knots in your winch line. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the knots will help you get out of a situation, but if you had that, it'd just be a simple 10 minutes. Depends on how old your winch line is. If it's pretty old and like really rough, like hard, you'll have a hard time with this tool. But a newer winch line or newish winch line is fine. But for how many times I use this a year, I think I only use it once a year. One time I used it 3 times a year. 3 times in 1 year I used it, and then very little after that. It's not like when I'm at work and use winches constantly. So I really don't need one, but it's really good to have one. So there it is. Anyway, I'm gonna spool it back up, but I gotta open the hood and get connect the battery. So here it is, the 4-lug Thug. Brand new BFGs on it. Good tires, man. It's awesome. Thank you again, Rory and Jeff. It's awesome. Thank you guys. Huge shout out to them. Anyway, I broke a motor mount, as you can see. So I'll just put a jack under the oil pan and jack it up and buzzer back on there. And I gotta fix that link for my crawl box or my underdrive. It's not working. It's not working the way I want it to, and the seat, the brackets broke off of it. I totally forgot about that, but I got a ratchet strap. I gotta fix that, the seat, that lever, the rods and stuff, and that motor mount. And then I think she is ready for race day again. So I'll fix that, get her welded up. So I gotta charge the GoPro, it's dying on me again. So yeah, here we go. Look at those dig out marks. My tire got right on the corner right there in the buggy. Bigger tires equal good time. Sounds like these tires are gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Look at that thing. I really need to go wash it. It's dirty. Well, in my eyes. Other people probably don't think it's that bad. But anyway, I got the motor mount fixed. I didn't have time to do the seats. The seat. I'm almost thinking about taking these seats back out and put them in my Cherokee. Take the seats out of my Cherokee and put them in here, because these are smaller right here and this way, and they're both comfortable. It's just the Cherokee has really tall seats in them. Like right here, this is really tall, and I hit my head on the roof. So I might swap the seats out and put this one in the buggy. They're pretty comfortable, and put those seats in here. Make it a little bit shorter and smaller. Like everything about that seat is smaller, and these seats will be cool in the buggy. They're really comfortable seats. But anyway, that's for another day. The Cadillac, I was working on that, and needs spark plugs and possibly coils because they don't have the rebuildable boots for the coils, or the boots, because it's a coil pack and the plug goes, or the wire goes into the valve cover. So I might have to just get whole new coils and spark plugs. I don't know if they do. I'm gonna go do some research. I was working on that this morning. I didn't record it. I totally forgot. I just literally checked the lights and some vacuums and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's got a random misfire. So coil, I just checked the computer, and this thing I need to order a shift solenoid A, I think it was, and hopefully that'll fix my problem. And then whenever I get over to Grand Junction, Joe said he's got some 31-inch 15s I could put on this thing. But for now, that is it. I'm gonna go home and hang out with the family again. Yesterday was our anniversary. 12, 13, 14. We've been married 11 years. It's wild. Been together for 21 years. It's a long time, and I still love her, and she still loves me, I think. But anyway, I'll insert a picture of a cake she made. It's a really cool cake and a little sign. She's all about that. But anyway, see you guys later. Bye.